Hey everyone, and welcome back to our live coverage of the D23 convention here at the Anaheim Convention Center. We are live with Michael Bowling, the host of Connecting with Walt.
Hello, how are you?
And Craig Williams, our producer.
Hello.
And we had some internet problems on our last broadcast. I apologize for that. We weren't able to finish our broadcast, but it has now been, it's like old news because the Parks and Resorts panel has let out, and as we anticipated, they saved everything this weekend for this panel. A ton of announcements coming out. So let's get right to it. Let's start with the biggest one. Craig, what do you think the biggest one of these announcements is? It's hard to pick, right?
I know. I personally don't know what the biggest one was. I don't even remember what was first at this point anymore.
Star Wars Land.
Star Wars Land was first. It's no longer Star Wars Land for us. It's now Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. I read that somewhere that was what it was going to be.
Right.
So,
and this is going to be completely immersive. You're not just going to be wandering through this. You're going to be having adventures when you go into the cantina. You're going to be interacting with the characters. Kylo Ren, the Chewbacca will be there, BB-8, and the whole Rebel Force. So it sounds really cool. You're also going to be piloting the Millennium Falcon as we knew, and it's going to be very similar to Mission Space, where there's every different crew member has something to do. Whether you're piloting the ship, you're firing off the guns, whatever it is, everybody has a role in whatever this mission is that you're going on, and so that sounds very cool. And this is all about exploration. This whole land. And the cantina, there's going to be characters from the different films, old ones as well as new ones, who are going to interact directly with the guests.
That's awesome.
And there's going to be a continuity sort of story that goes throughout the attractions and the restaurants and everything that will sort of follow guests throughout as they interact and live this adventure at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be some little hidden Easter eggs along the way, too. Like you mentioned, the cantina. Rex, the captain from Star Tours that everyone loves dearly, that was replaced by C-3PO. He will be the DJ inside the cantina. So
and apparently
it's a nice
mayhem
throwback.
will ensue.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a good way, that's the big bulk of what we learned about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. That would lead us transitioning right into the next Star Wars announcement that was made alongside it.
I think that was one of the biggest ones.
And that's the hotel experience. I mean, I don't even want to call it a hotel.
they were surveying guests months ago about this.
Yep.
And so now it's been confirmed, a Star Wars themed hotel coming to Walt Disney World.
Yeah, a complete luxury resort, but different from any other resort ever before.
On the planet.
And in fact, Did
they give specifics of how? Okay, so what are the specifics of that?
Well, the entire story will follow you everywhere you go in throughout. It's 100% immersive. Each day as you're there, your story just keeps continuing. You even have to, you dress the part of being in it.
Well, the hotel is a space station.
Yeah.
You are literally transported on a starship to the hotel.
So when you look outside, it's not outside. It's just space.
Right. Every window opens into outer space. So you're not seeing the park or the parking lot. You are seeing space field.
So it's going to be sort of a virtual ships. Wall, or a virtual porthole like you have on the ships?
Exactly.
Essentially, yep.
Yeah.
Wow, taking that to a whole new level.
It is.
No, it 100% is, and of course, only coming to Walt Disney World as of now. I mean, honestly, though, this panel it almost could have been the Walt Disney World, what's coming and going.
And this was a Disneyland audience, so there wasn't a lot of clapping.
But that's what we said, that we thought this was going to be kind of Disney World.
Yes.
Heavy,
and it was.
That's where the announcements needed. That's where the rumors were, and that's where the announcements needed to be made. In all honesty, so all right, we have a Star Wars themed hotel. We have a name for Star Wars Land finally, Galaxy's Edge,
and as has been observed, Disneyland is a little ahead of its construction than Disney Hollywood Studios. Disneyland is going to open first.
Yep.
Just a little before the Magic.
And that's 2019.
2019.
So
call your dreams unlimited agent to
Start
book
well,
Disneyland.
not available yet for 2019. We just got 2018, so send in a request to be on a wait list.
That's right. That's right.
You can do.
There you go. So then also, right after that Star Wars Galaxy's Edge announcement portion, that came the brand new attraction coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
All right,
It
so
will be replacing Great Movie Ride.
we knew that.
Although they didn't say that, it has to be.
Well, I believe they didn't say that they didn't say it in our panel. I believe in the Disney Parks blog announcement,
okay.
they already maybe said that, and a date. I haven't even been able to check those details, only what was given to us in the panel itself.
So it is going to be a Mickey and Minnie Mouse themed attraction. It's
Correct.
not going to be the Disney movie musicals we thought it might be.
No. This is solely the brand new style of Mickey Mouse cartoon. If you've seen it online or on the Disney Channel when they show it, it's that very flat, kind of eccentric animation. And we're actually going to be propelled into a Mickey Mouse cartoon in this, in a ride that, while it basically feels 3D, it's not going to be 3D at all.
2.5D. What's going to happen is Mickey, you're going to go on, you're going to board the attraction, and then Mickey and Minnie are preparing a picnic, and then they get in their car and they're driving, and they pass a train engine, and Goofy's the engineer. Well, what could go wrong with Goofy's the engineer? And then guests literally will enter this Mickey and Minnie cartoon short. And then they have this, and again, mayhem will ensue. And then they have this new technology where it's going to make the flat world of a cartoon come to life and be almost three-dimensional. But we won't need to wear glasses. So this is brand new technology.
Interesting.
And they showed some mock-up footage. They've been designing it in a warehouse, getting it all ready to go. And they flat out said, Bob Chapek said that it's going to be game-changing and declared it a masterpiece.
Yeah. And there will be more hidden Mickeys on this attraction than any other one, and no matter how many times you go on it, you'll never find them all.
Oh, okay.
Another interesting thing that kind of happened right after that, they made reference to the Disneyland commercial that came out a while back with like all of the old attractions. They used it to promote Main Street Electrical Parade coming back, that old abandoned warehouse. That led into this strange kind of medley using a lot of Disney music songs.
Wishes.
It really made it feel like there's still something up Disney's sleeve, that they're going to try to bring back another attraction or a show or something that's not there yet.
They played Wishes, which I know
Yeah.
to the Disney World folks, I know that's a stab in the heart for a lot of you.
Yeah.
They'll go our old Golden Horseshoe Review with Wally Vogue. Carousel of Progress, which, for us we don't have. But they played the original ending and not the current ending.
Oh, wow.
The Mad Tea Party, which was very popular out here in Disney California Adventure. And then Tapestry of Dreams. Remember that Epcot Center Parade? They showed that.
So it was all just very interesting, but it was also a way for them to have time to prepare for the next big talk, and that was Epcot, which also may be the biggest things that were announced. So the first thing they confirmed is, yes, Ratatouille is coming to France.
Wow.
And it will be the Ratatouille ride out at Walt Disney Studios in Disneyland Paris Resort. So
wow, which is, everyone who's ridden that has said unbelievable attraction.
Yeah.
So another big attraction coming to Epcot.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's not going to have any real major impacts on France as a whole. It's being built right
Next
beside
to
it, as was said. So that ended up coming true.
Yeah.
No new pavilions announced, which that was kind of a late-breaking speculation.
Yeah, we thought there would be some pavilions announced.
Yeah, but we will be getting a brand new film in China.
Yeah.
So, Michael, do you want to say what?
Well, yeah, it's going to be new technology. It's based on the old Circle Vision camera, but it's all going to be digital. So it's going to be seamless this time around. And they did say, though, that this is only all the announcements for Epcot. This is only a small part.
Yeah.
That there is more in store that they're going to be announcing in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, but then after that, they got out of World Showcase, moved on to Future World, and the first thing up was, besides showing a kind of a new model for what Future World will start to look like, they then confirmed Guardians of the Galaxy coming to Universe of Energy. And they're even finding a way to fit it into the story of Epcot by showing an old picture of Peter Quill, Star-Lord, when he was a kid visiting Epcot.
Yeah, with Spaceship Earth behind him.
That's funny.
And all that. And so they're going to. So the Guardians are going to take guests in an out-of-the-world adventure at Epcot.
Yeah. So
well, you know what? Hallelujah. We're getting rid of Ellen's Energy Adventure finally. Maybe now this attraction will actually get people.
Yeah, and the whole thought process behind it all was, they said it before and they've said it again. They want to make Epcot more relevant, more family friendly, and just a more refreshed experience.
Yeah, well, they said but staying true to the original vision, and to me, it's sounding more like it's becoming an extension of the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they are losing the vision of Epcot.
It was supposed to be a World's Fair. It was supposed to be, kind of based on that World's Fair concept. And now it does sound like, okay, this will be a good attraction, and it's kind of futuristic, so let's put it here.
Right.
But you know what? Yeah, I don't know. When I think about it like that, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, because my complaint with Frozen being there is that if they had at least tied it into literature or Hans Christian Andersen in the very beginning, or the folklore of Norway, and saying, and Frozen is an example of the folklore of Norway, it would have tied back to that original concept.
Yeah.
But when they're just dropping in attractions that could also be dropped in Fantasyland with no connection to the land itself.
Yeah.
And how Guardians of the Galaxy is going to fit, it really is becoming a Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
With really nice restaurants.
Well, and there's going to be a brand new restaurant also opening up right next door to Mission Space, and it's going to be a dining experience that literally takes people out of this world, because it's just going to have this giant window looking out into space.
It's like a space station also. It must be using some of the same technology as the new hotel, with the big windows looking out into space, and you're being transported into orbit.
Okay, I'm interested to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
It sounds cool for about 5 minutes, and then it's like, yeah, okay.
It could go down the path of something like Living Seas, where you end up going for the experience of looking at that giant wall that's, in Living Seas filled with fish. This will be all these space scenes. Maybe that will detract you from the food that's...
Well, let's hope. Let's hope you don't have to trade one for the other, but...
Hey, that is a hope.
And speaking of Mission Space, it's getting a new mission. There's going to be a green mission, and it's going to be more family-friendly, so that small guests can go on that attraction. And it's going to be like soaring around the Earth. That's going to be the concept of this mission.
Oh, okay.
And the video's going to be getting an upgrade with that.
Small children, it's friendlier to small children and me.
Yes, well, I was thinking that for myself too.
Yeah, because I won't go on it.
Exactly, and I believe that will open up when Mission Space returns from its rehab.
Yes.
So that's the
coming
way they
soon
made it sound.
Yeah,
it's coming very soon. So changes are coming quicker than I think a lot of people expected. The next big one, another confirmation, Tron will be placed right beside Space Mountain in the Magic Kingdom.
So Autopia's staying.
Yeah. But Autopia's staying.
Yeah.
They're not replacing
it. It's in a brand new space, they said, next to Space Mountain.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? Getting rid of the walkway between?
No, there's actually a big patch. There's a big patch of trees right on the other side of the railroad. Every time I drove past it, it didn't seem that big. Looking at it on an aerial map, it does look plenty big enough, but at the same time, I'm not familiar with the Tron coaster. I don't know what kind of footprint it has, if it's massive or small.
Did they give a speculation as to when they would open it?
50th anniversary. Of the Magic Kingdom.
It will be open for the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No,
that's going to move fast.
Yeah.
Because that's a massive project. And I think that's a good spot for it, because when they showed the conceptual art, I think the architecture of the Tron roller coaster really complements Space Mountain. And the People Mover is still in there, because there was speculation the People Mover was going to be a
no,
casualty.
that would be ugly.
It was still in
That
the
would be
concept
ugly.
art.
Yeah. Get rid of Speedway, but you can't touch.
Yeah.
You can't touch People Mover.
There was a little love for the international parks. The Disneyland Paris is getting the Hotel New York is getting the Art of Marvel. Their guests are going to be able to experience the Marvel Universe through a new art gallery that's going to be throughout the hotel. It's all going to be oriented to Marvel with costumes and props and other things in there.
Unfortunately, they kind of just then jumped right back over here to our coast, and that is, well, in the grand scheme of things, that's when they started talking about the Star Wars Hotel. But after that, they announced the 15th DVC resort, the Riviera Resort.
Disney's Riviera Resort. It's going to be right at near Epcot and Disney Hollywood Studios. It looks beautiful.
So they're putting this in the boardwalk, Swan Dolphin region.
It must be that area. There were rumors of another luxury hotel going in over there.
Well, actually, no. The Riviera is going to be in that spot by Caribbean Beach that they were.
Oh, it is.
expecting to be
Okay.
Caribbean
Oh,
Beach. Yeah.
okay.
So that's where it's going to be, not over.
So it's
there.
not Caribbean Beach becoming a DVC resort.
No.
It's a DVC resort being, because that's what we were hearing too, is one of the rumors that Caribbean Beach might be getting a DVC, but in fact, it's just a DVC resort being built near Caribbean Beach.
No, and it will have great views of the fireworks at Epcot as well as Hollywood Studios. They pointed that out, but most importantly, it will be one of the many stops on the confirmed gondola that they are calling.
Gondolas are now confirmed.
The Disney Skyliner, and it actually looks amazing. It has a little, it looks like a city gondola, except it's going
that scares
to be,
the crap out of me.
It's going to be themed with different characters.
Yeah,
so
that's great. It's going to be themed with different characters for me to throw up on. That's scary.
No, you have to ride it in a hurricane.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, what
That's
we're
an
looking
e-ticket
at, because we're not able to
attraction.
show it right now, what we're looking at are, think of the Skyway, the
upgraded.
buckets,
But they're enclosed.
the enclosed buckets hanging from a wire, really high up, in Florida, the ground strike capital of America. What could possibly go wrong?
In a hurricane.
First of all, every time I've ridden one of these, the few times I have to sit on the floor because it terrifies me.
Yeah.
So okay. And so what's so cool about that?
I'm excited for it.
It looks like they're bringing back the Skyway they took out of the Magic Kingdom.
What they refer to, but the funny thing is they compared it to all the futuristic transportation that Disney World has, like the monorail and all that. And I thought, this is sort of stepping back in time.
How is this futuristic?
Modern gondolas are actually really comfortable, and they get people around quickly, efficiently. I think they're going to be a great addition.
Especially when they're propelled by a hurricane.
and a direct strike by lightning. Okay.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. But yeah, with the other new technology, of course, the minivan, they showed some more concepts for that, and that's the Uber-like service.
It's a car. It's not new technology.
It's point-to-point service, and it's decorated to Mini.
So that's basically
It's
Disney
polka
doing
dots
their
with a
own
bow.
Uber service, basically, in cars themed to look like Minnie Mouse.
Yes.
Not new technology.
Point-to-point technology.
Let's not oversell this. I know you just got done drinking the Kool-Aid at this panel, but...
I see their points here and there, but yeah, minivan, knew a little bit about that. A random announcement, there will be a new theater built on Main Street in the Magic Kingdom, which that just came out of nowhere to me. I never heard anything.
Off Main Street, USA. It's based on 1920s architecture of the Willis Theater in Kansas City, Missouri. They have no idea what shows are going to be performed in it, but again, they connected it to the tradition of great entertainment in the parks.
So did one of you say to me you thought Tony's Town Square might go away to make room for this theater? I can't imagine
never
they
said
did that.
that.
No,
No.
they said it's off Main Street,
Okay.
USA.
Yeah.
So
I think that
must
was
be a-
maybe Steve said that. So
Yeah.
just he's so wrong about everything all the
This
time.
looked huge. This looks like a huge building
Yeah.
and very ornate in that classic
Should be interesting.
Deco, sort of Art Deco style.
Okay.
So that will be interesting. They then went through and they gave us a little taste of the performance of the new Beauty and the Beast show coming to the Disney Dream this year, and that wasn't anything big and new. They just wanted a chance to show it off. But what was new in Cruise Line, of course,
This was huge.
is
Yes.
that we knew that they were adding the 2 more ships, but now they have decided to add an extra ship on top of that,
Isn't that
bringing the count to
incredible?
7. Which,
Wow. Call your Dreams Unlimited agent, get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
But what was cool though is every single ship is going to have its own unique experiences. So you'll have to go on all 7 by 2023 in order to experience everything they have
Is
to
that when
offer.
they're saying they'll have
Yep.
this ship in 2023?
All of
Yep.
them. Yeah,
All of them.
there'll be a fleet of 7 by 2023.
Wow.
it's nuts. I mean, they're
Well, they can build the ships faster than they can build lands in
Yeah.
theme
A
parks.
parking garage.
Or a parking garage, apparently. But that's crazy.
It absolutely was crazy. One of the big things going into this panel, we were expecting, not necessarily expecting, but hoping to hear an actual opening date for Toy Story Land. And it was confirmed that it will open next summer, but no actual time period. Not early summer, not late summer, not mid, no date.
So Hollywood Studios will have Toy Story Land next summer.
Next summer.
Wow.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg for Pixar as
yes.
in Disney parks, because Disneyland is about to get
Oh, yeah.
their fair share of
Oh yeah,
Pixar
let
crap.
me chat about this one. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. Okay.
Bitter, party of one, bitter.
It's, well, you guys get all this, and then they say, we have that other park that Walt built. We better do something for them.
Look, come on.
Anyway, we're getting Pixar Fest. We are gonna get new fireworks. So we're finally done with our 15 years of the 50th anniversary fireworks.
Well, and not only that, but it looks like the fireworks are going to utilize all the projection technology that they put in for Disneyland Forever.
Yeah, so that will be
that'll
nice.
back. Yeah.
And but we're going to have new characters in both parks and new celebrations and all that. They said Pixar Play Parade is moving to Disneyland, which is interesting because we have Soundsational running as a day parade. So I don't know quite what's happening there. And they confirmed Paint the Night is going to be in Disney California Adventure.
Well, let's be honest about Sensational. I was watching it the other day.
It needs a paint job.
It needs a paint job.
Yes.
It needs a paint job in the worst way. That is such a wonderful parade. It
It
deserves
is.
so much better than the condition that it's in right now.
It is.
And I'm
It
loath
does.
to criticize Disneyland. I love Disneyland. But I got to be honest, I was really disappointed seeing how worn those floats were. So, Paint the Night
You're right.
going to DCA makes sense.
It does. It does. Yeah, because all the rumors were it was either going overseas, one of the international parks. The rumor that it was going to Walt Disney World had been squelched long ago.
Yeah, because our Magic Kingdom couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
The floats are too wide.
And I
It's-
think Paint the Night fits well in California Adventure.
I agree.
And
I think it belongs out here.
And then John Lasseter came out, talked about how he grew up near Whittier, California, and he loves seeing the characters he creates now alive in the park that he is in. And then he was so excited to announce that Paradise Pier, okay, are y'all sitting down out there, is becoming Pixar Pier. Yay! And that is going to be the home
Okay.
to Pixar characters.
That's going to be a meme
Oh, yeah,
within
someone
about
will make
20
it.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be a meme within the next 20 minutes.
That I thought really that's
So what are
we
they
get.
changing about it? What are they doing with
The
it?
name, they didn't give any details. It's just it's going to be the home.
Okay, but
to-
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've heard so many folks complain for so long, California folks, that all those attractions over there are off the shelf and it's not good and it's not good and it's not good. So
Well, maybe they'll put in new attractions,
well, they're gonna have to.
or maybe they'll just make them look like Pixar characters. And
Or,
they'll
yeah.
paint them. I don't know.
Who knows? I would imagine if Lasseter's involved, if like this is something that come on, you don't think they're gonna just get away with a fresh paint job?
I
You know,
hope so.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna hope for the best.
Now, have you seen Cars Land at Christmas time and how unique
No.
Okay, the Christmas decorations are so unique because they're all made out of car parts and everything. Very, very clever. They're going to do that for Halloween starting this year.
Yeah.
Cars Land is going to get a major Halloween makeover, and even the cars will be in costumes.
Oh,
Halloween
cool.
costumes.
That's
So,
cool.
So I like using they're using parking cones as like kind of teeth that almost look like
vampire
candy
teeth,
corn
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
It's-
candy corn teeth, yeah.
It's gonna look so great.
That looks amazing.
I'll have to. I'll plan a trip out here if I have to. I love
so
Cars
I'm
Land.
more excited about that. Although, that's all part of a rumor is that our Halloween party, hard ticket event, is going to move over to California Adventure in another couple of years.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is part of that preparation to see how well this is accepted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what else? What else was announced?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
you know how we were all waiting for a Marvel Land announcement? Well, we didn't get anything too big, but they did mention that Spider-Man and the Avengers would be having a bigger presence in this big immersive experience that will be.
Yeah, at Disney California
At
Adventure,
Disney,
Baby
yeah.
Groot told us all about it, but they said there'll be more down the road. To
Okay.
tell us.
Yeah. And then that was actually it. So besides them alerting us that Fantasmic would be soft opening tonight at Disneyland and that everyone in attendance would get a Fast Pass.
And we all
to
got
see it.
pins from an international park. So I got a Tokyo Disneyland pin. I don't know, did
I
you
got
look
a
at yours?
Fantasmic one, so I don't know where that's from.
Oh, how funny.
Well, you
Disneyland.
also got something else, didn't you? Everybody in that panel walked out with a special Fast Pass, didn't you?
Yeah, Fast Pass for Fantasmic.
They're soft opening the new Fantasmic tonight.
Either for one of 4 showings tonight or one of 4 showings tomorrow. So all 7,000 people went over to redeem it over in the Show Pass area immediately after the.
So yeah,
I got there fast.
So of everything that
must
was,
have, yeah.
Craig, of everything that was announced, one thing that made you the most excited.
Oh gosh, I would say just hearing the enthusiasm in the crowd for the changes coming to Epcot. I think that quelled a lot of my potential fears with that. Everyone seemed very enthusiastic about Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, everyone lost their mind on Ratatouille. I think they do, while it's going against Walt's vision for Epcot, I think they are going to turn that park around 100% the same way they're trying
By the
to do
time
with
they're done,
Hollywood
I agree.
Studios. So
Michael, what's the one thing that got you the most excited?
You mean besides Pixar Pier?
Exactly.
I think the Tron roller coaster. Because Tomorrowland is always a troubled land in almost every Disney park. I think that's really going to breathe some new life into it. It's a little closer to, I think, maybe the theme of Tomorrowland than having, Monsters laugh floor, in there. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking the new cruise ship is really exciting. Star Wars Hotel
That sounds amazing.
sounds amazing.
I'm happy for a new DVC resort.
But let's this is discussion for another show next week maybe. We keep talking about how Universal is just announcement after announcement. They've gotten so aggressive, and I've said Disney really has to respond with something. This is like a full-scale nuclear attack.
Yeah.
it's
From
all at
Disney.
once.
And it's all at once. It's basically saying to Universal, okay, your move. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm stunned at the. We kind of knew going, yesterday we were getting the feeling here that everything was going to line up for all the major announcements to come out of parks and resorts. And when nothing came out of animation, nothing came out of live action, it was kind of like, they're saving all their juice for this. And boy, oh boy, They did not disappoint.
No, they delivered in every way, shape, and form.
It's incredible. So, an enormous amount of new things available for us to speculate about and salivate about over the course of the next, 4 or 5 years. It's nice that some of it we're going to see as early as next summer. Some of it we're going to see as early as next month.
November,
with Mission Space.
Yeah.
So, very, very cool.
Absolutely was.
Awesome. All right, that is going to do it for our coverage of the Parks and Resorts panel here at D23. I don't believe we're going to be going out live again tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see if something else happens. If not, we will be back again tomorrow morning. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.